All right. All right, so it's going to be weird because I'm talking one way and looking the other. Actually, I could do it this way. All right, so as you can tell, like if I get out of the ship, that load screen was really long, right?
Captain Jack.
So
I am satisfied.
you have points of interest. Like that's 488 meters away, right? You can't see all the points of interest. That's 579. That's 1,235. Cave 600 506 away. So I did a random land on a planet. I got this from a boss fight. This gun, right? Really, really good. Then I got this one right here. I got this from a random. Okay, I got this from a random fight with somebody at an outpost. Okay. So to say that this is barren. I'm over, right? So, over there, I could find something. Or I could not. I could choose if I want to go over there or not. If I don't want to do that, I don't have to. Right? There's multiple ways of redundancies of, like, if I want to go to the map sequence, I can hit start. Okay, I can hit start, and then go to star map, and then hit the map. Right? Or I can hold start, and then it just goes to the map. Or I can go inside the ship and then go to the map. If I want to go to missions, right, I can hit start, go to map, then hit the back button, and then go to the missions. Or I can literally just hit start, and go down to missions, right? There's redundancies of the thing and how you want to play the game. If you want to see less load screens and less cutscenes and less all the other stuff, you can do that, okay? If you want to do what I'm doing, where I walk slow and methodically through the world because I'm just taking everything in. None of my issues were about the weapon variety or shooting. No, my thing was, Rose, you said that they look so barren, right? There's nothing out there, but there is. And my point was that I literally went to a random place, killed a boss, elite person, and they dropped a weapon for me. That's my point to you. There are times that the AI is dumb. Not Redfall dumb, at least in my playthrough anyway. Okay? There's times the AI is dumb, and there's other times where the AI is super smart and they like counter you and rotate around you and whatnot. Charge level in inventory management. Inventory management's not as bad. I mean, obviously I'm hour 34 in, so I've taken the things where I'm almost already ranked 4, because that's what I've been focusing on, is lifting that. And then also I have my other campaigns that have stuff, and then I throw it into my storage, and then I sell everything that I have. So I haven't really had a problem with a lot of inventory management personally, but I can see inventory management having a problem. But you have to be very concise on what you want. Like if you're going to a place, you want all the garbage, then you take all the garbage. If you want to go and grab all the weapons are heavy, suits are heavy. I try to pick up as much like resources as possible and whatnot, and that's what I do there. Returnal's pretty populated, but how are you comparing this game to Returnal, though? Yeah, Dolphin, that's it. It's Skyrim. It's Fallout. It's Starfield. Would I be happy? I'm playing the game completely different. I'm fine with the because I'm playing as Jack Burton. So I'm playing through my character as a hauler is what I'm doing. So I have no issues with it personally. And now, before you say I know different kinds of games, well, that's what it is. But still space. Okay, so you're taking a game that has nothing to do with. So then I'm going to compare it to another game. I'm going to compare it to a side scroller. Like it has nothing to do with it. It's just silly. There's more here. I know it doesn't look like it. There's more here than there is in No Man's Sky. There's more variations of beasts, if they're threatening or not threatening. There's more variations of factions that you can come across at the locations, where if I go to No Man's Sky and go on a planet, it's Sentinels. If I go over here, it's Sentinels. If I go over there, it's Sentinels. Right? It's always Sentinels. A lot of cardboard. Boss, I can't take you seriously. When you want to have a conversation, have a conversation. But you said that space, dupe, now you're moving the goalposts? You said space. I gave you that. Come on, Rose. You know what he was talking about. Go to a tree area if possible. Well, there's no trees on this one. Let me,
Excuse me. What's wrong with jetpacks all of a sudden?
Informal greeting, but
We have liftoff.
I had other ships. I got rid of it, T-Bear. I am still using the starter ship, though. Again, I'm playing a completely different way, though. I'm making my game that I'm playing into a television show, if that makes sense. What system is the What system is the Is it Olympus? No. Alpha Centauri. That's... Like, we're talking about a game, like, if you're talking about like God of War, Horizon Forbidden West on a PlayStation, you're in the same land, right? So there is no load screens besides going through, like, rocks or whatever. This, you're going from one map to another. How do you want them to get there? People would complain that you have to take off, lift off into space, fly through space, then you land into the... But that's what you're doing anyway. All right, so let's go outside the walls here. Oh, am I over... I have too much stuff on me. Hold on one sec.
Sure, I've got a minute. Can I carry that for you?
Sure can. What stuff do you have? Barrett. I went on a thing last night, and then I...
Well, okay then.
Okay, I should be good. Come on, chapter 8. What do you mean? Just place all environments to not move and sit there and form out on all games? Did you want to... I mean, it doesn't look paper to me. I mean, the leaves are paper, but the tree itself... Well, no, I want to go outside to look. It's copy pasted. So are all... See, this is what I don't understand. I could boot up God of War right now. I could boot up any game right now. Assassin's Creed. Anything. It's, of course it's copy pasta. What the fuck do you think the trees are? Do you think every tree in the game is handcrafted? That doesn't look like cardboard to you? It looks like a tree? I mean, it does look like a tree. Is this a tree simulator though? Am I shooting trees down? Am I cutting down that tree? Am I living in the tree? What do you want, like swaying? You want swaying like this? Where they move in the wind? Or this tree that moves in the wind? Is that what you're saying? Or that looks too copy pasta for you? That looks too cardboard? And now it's swaying in the wind, and now what are you gonna say? Well, it's not swaying in the wind with all the trees and all the stuff. Like, look, the trees are literally swaying in the wind. There you go. There's your answer. There's no air in Starfield? There is. Look at that. There's air. And then when you go to a planet that has no gravity, there would be no air. Where's the sway? Only a super... I went to a side of the map that you're not even supposed to go to. Like, this is the area you explore. Like, I don't understand. But is this a flower simulator? Am I running around collecting flowers? Like, I don't understand. But certain things move, certain things don't. Right, exactly, Sarge. Congratulations. I don't understand. I'm going on like deep, rich stories. I'm like fighting people and fighting guys. I'm doing like role playing, and you're worried about this piece of grass right here. You see it? It's not moving. Fucking 1 out of 10. Like, get out of here. What Nintendo puts on their current hardware is amazing compared to other developers. Sure. In 2023, Sony isn't releasing bland shit like this. Is praised as a perfect game every... I never said it was perfect. Never said it was perfect. I don't care about scores. Never said that this was perfect. I said my expectations going into this, it's on recording. I said it was going to be Skyrim in space, going to be Fallout in space, and that's exactly what it is. It's Skyrim or Fallout in space. Do you see him? Oh man, look how fake he... Right? Look, he looks really shit.
Got my attention, Captain.
Looks like cardboard also.
Oh, I'm curious now too. What's on
Like
your
if
mind?
now if I load Skyrim in, or if I load Fallout in, you're gonna see the textures of their animations and stuff are better.
Right. No worries.
Oh, the other day I was up there, and you could actually fall down here. That's a nice ship. And I would have loved to get into that one. Gotta upgrade our ship. I just hope that you guys that are criticizing games like to the tidbit of, well, this wall or that tree or this ground is copy pasta, and then when you go into Sony PlayStation Spider-Man 2, I want to make sure that every single building is never copy paste, or that road, or the mission, or the window, or the NPC. You see what I'm saying? And I love Spider-Man. To say that this is copy pasta and that's not is you're drinking Kool-Aid. Yeah, but am I sitting here though, boss, saying 10 out of 10? Have I once said that this game is perfect in any way, shape, or form? It's not you, but let's not act like the shield walled isn't. Yeah, but couldn't you say the same thing on the opposite side? Couldn't you say that you're flinging shit for just to fling shit? Let's reverse on the other side, right? Because I know Horizon Forbidden West got some like shit for graphics and whatnot, or at times, right? Or the world, or the border, or whatever, right? If people on one side that didn't play the game, just watched it, right? Didn't touch the game. Let's call those Xbox users. They look at that and go, "Oh, well, this is this," and then you, the person that likes the game, is going, "Well, no, I'm having fun, right? That's the defense, right? I'm having fun. No, this is great. Sony makes it. You're putting up a shield wall as well. It's the same thing. There's no difference. Rating it up against the other Bethesda games is 9.5. Rating is up against other games outside of Bethesda is solid 7 or 8. I agree with that statement. I'll agree with that statement. They raised the bar within Bethesda, but they didn't raise the bar with other RPG games out there. A few people are giving it a 10 out of 10. Most people are giving it 8 out of 10. A few are 9 out of 7. Yeah, but there's also people giving it like I watched one yesterday. Guy gave it 4.5, and the entire thing was that it was about the load screens. And then he was complaining that he couldn't fly the ship because of load screens. I'm like, well, you don't have to fast travel. You could literally fly the ship if you want. Yeah, I honestly, everyone's giving shit to that guy on IGN. They gave him a 7 out of 10. That's his opinion. You don't know if he likes those type of games, right? If someone else took it and gave it an 8, an 8.5, whatever. But that's the stigma though, Rose. This is why I hate the number. 7 out of 10, not great. Just average. But a 7's not, like, I guess it could be average, but a 7, it's a 7. People look at a 7 as it's a failing grade. I guess it's a 70, but they look at it like it's a 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you, but the industry itself, they look at 7s as, if it's an 8, it's passable. If it's a 7, it's a 4. Right? The AI being weird, some things look weird, faces look weird. I can agree all day. Long to that, saying that it's barren or cardboard is exaggeration or something I cannot agree with. I just gave that IGN guy shit because IGN gave Fallout 4 at 9.5 and Cyberpunk at 9. And objectively, I don't think Starfield is that much worse than either of those games. But was it the same guy? That's the issue. If it's not the same guy reviewing it, then it doesn't matter. Rose says, personally, I think 7 is a decent game. Like I said, it had things to enjoy, but overall, not for me. And that's understandable. That's understandable. Right, boss. If it's an average game, it'd be mid-tier. I don't believe anything should get a 10, personally. It doesn't matter if it's the same guy, it's IGN, and the weight of the rating account's the same. No, but what I'm saying, though, Chapter 8, is if I worked for IGN, and I was the guy that reviewed Fallout 4, and then I was the person that reviewed Fallout 76, and then I was the person that reviewed Cyberpunk, and then I was the person that reviewed Starfield, that number would have more weight behind it, because then you're expecting the person that played all those games to give you their opinion. Now, obviously, the games take years to come out. It's not going to be the same person. So for one person that gave a 9.5, and then the other person to give it a 7, it's not the same. Regardless if it's IGN or not, it's a completely different person playing a game. There's plenty of reviews that we've seen in the past that the person's like, I don't like this game. It's like, then you shouldn't be reviewing it, right? You should go in completely non-biased and just give the information. Hence why I like ACG. That doesn't work for IGN, just works for himself. And he gives a beautifully done breakdown, because that's what a review is, a breakdown based on all the stuff that's in the game, and then tell you, like, this is the story, this is what it is, this is the mechanics, this is what it is. That's the difference. Is it the same guy who did the Fallout 4? Well, it's the exact same guy who did Fallout 4. Let's look it up. Here's a new one. Starfield already beaten in less than 3 hours. Beat what? The main campaign? That's not so ridiculous. Who does the let's see. By Dan Stapleton. He did the Mass Effect remake review. He did the Star Wars review. Here, he did Fallout. He did the Fallen Order review. I gotta wait for the ad to play. All right, let me see what his verdict was. Okay, so he gave Fallen Order a 9. Let me see if did he do Survivor? He did Jedi Survivor. So let's see if what he gave that game. I heard he said Fallout plus No Man's Sky equals Starfield. Who said that? The reviewer? Oh, for fuck's sake with these ads, dude. Get it out of here. Gave Jedi Survivor a 9. Fallout 4 review. So he's worked for the company, and he did the Fallout review as well. Yes, I'm over 17 years old. That's the same thing I'm saying, Farmer. I say it's Skyrim. It's Skyrim in space. It's Fallout in space. Yeah, okay, so he gave... So now, Chapter 8, you are 100% correct. The same guy gave Fallout 4 a 9.5, but then gave this a 7. And after playing the game, I mean, we're all allowed to disagree or agree. I disagree hardly with his 7. Because I know what Fallout 4 is. I played Fallout 4 for hundreds and hundreds of hours. And to me, that game wasn't a 9.5, but I did love it. I did love it. At least they're keeping the person that reviews other RPGs still reviewing RPGs. Maybe he just hadn't eaten his lunch yet when he decided his score. Well, right, we don't know what the actual parameters of him, how much time he had to play or put towards it. Rose says Fallout might have resonated with him more. Plus, was years ago, and he was more compare it with. See, did he do a? I wonder if he did the Fallout 3 review as well. I don't think he was with them then. Nope. And here's the best part. Obviously, if you're a person that just looks at this and says, not for me, that's fine. But if you're a person that's like, I don't know, I heard some things about it from the big guys, right? Angry Joe, from, I don't even know some of the other, from IGN, whatever, all these people, and you're like, I don't know if I should get it. If you're an Xbox person, it's on Game Pass. You don't have to pay $100 for it. You don't have to pay $30 for it. You don't have to pay $20 for it. It's $10 on Game Pass, right? And you can literally try it out for yourself and go, it's not for me. Rebel says, man, if I judged everything I've ever ate by based on the look, exactly. I tell my son that all the time. I was like, stop eating with your eyes. Put it in your mouth. In that analogy, your eyes say one thing, but when you play, it's an absolute. It's so good. Come on, Fate. Doing good, man. How about yourself? What I've done in my we're playing this tonight, guys. So we'll see. I have 1 point. I think I have 1 point. Yeah, I have 1 point in boxing. I got 3 points in this. I'm about to put my 4th point in there because I have a skill point ready to go. I got myself with the social. I'm at 2. I'm ready to go. Actually, I can go to the 3 right now. I could probably do the 3. Combat with my pistol, I'm ranked 3 right now. And I don't know if I like this system yet. I haven't played. No, there's no VATs. I haven't played too much to do certain things. I'm just trying to focus on certain aspects. But I'm still up in the air because I haven't put enough time into it. Like, for instance, if I want to do a scan or whatever, like surveying, I've got to put a skill point into it before I do so, right? If I want to target control system, you got to put a skill point in it, right? So you can, in the dogfight scenario, you can literally shoot the engines out. Okay, so if you're a bounty hunter, if that's what you want to be, you want to knock ships out, you can shoot their engines out, and then they stop in space, and you dock, and you board the ship, and then you shoot the guys, take the stuff, get the credits, get the stuff, take all their hull out of there. It's actually really cool, okay? So you can target them instead of blowing up the ship and then collecting the stuff. You can actually stop the ship, dock with the ship, land on the ship, kill the guys, grab all the stuff off the ship. Really cool. Right? So I don't know if I like per se of this. I mean, I openly dislike Xbox, and it deliberately gave himself the review for Starfield, and literally doing spaces and such to defend his score seems telling to me. What is he doing? Is he defending his? I don't know. I don't know that whole story, Mo. That's good to hear, Fate. Good to hear. If somebody says something looks to them irritates you, and then if you guys lie that I'm saying in fact, that's on you guys. I don't know what you guys are talking about there. I'll let you guys as adults figure that out. As an example, you boss. Okay, you're talking about steal the ship as well, right? You can steal the ship. Here's the thing I don't like, Quintar. At least in my lower tier stealing ships. So if you steal a ship, you would think that you're rich, right? You're like, oh man, I'm gonna sell this ship. Holy Christ, I'm gonna make like 200,000, right? But you have to register the ship, and when you register the ship, it might cost like 8,000, 9,000, right, or whatever it is. I call 70,000. But then when you sell that ship, you get like 2,000-3,000 extra, right? So you're getting it back, which is weird. That's what I'm like, is it worth stealing the ships? Maybe if it's a big one. I'm trying to get my C-class license so I can get a bigger ship. Yeah, you could do stuff like that. See, I personally like this is the way I'm playing, right? So, I'm recording all my stuff. And then I go onto my ship and I make sure that I don't go straight to the cockpit. I go on board because I have a bunch of people on my ship right now, right? I have Lynn, I have Barrett, I have Sarah. There's a couple people missing right now. I don't know where they are. They must be missing. I have 4 other people. I have a total of 7 or 8 people on my ship right now. Okay? And you can assign them, right? You can assign them to your ship. Right? So I have 6 people, 7 with one of the characters has a daughter. She's on there. So you can have certain people assigned, right? So I have 3 people assigned to the ship. Okay? Which I probably should take this person off. Unassigned firm. Assign that person. Okay? And then I have other people that are not assigned yet. And I can assign them to outposts and whatnot, which is really cool as well. But they boost stuff. They go sit at the console and they go. So when I'm playing the game, if you don't want to do the role playing stuff, you don't actually have to walk here ever. You can, teleport there. But I go to the map, I go here. I try to make it feel like I'm living. This is exactly what I did in Mass Effect 2 back in the day. Tapstick, what's going on? Captain's log 2023-94. AI has taken over the embodied all life. Everyone is NPC. Yeah. Yeah, I see. This is what I don't understand. Just talk normal. Have a conversation. Stop being a tribalism on either side. You can expand your crew. So I found, I didn't know I could grab certain people. You can invite people onto your ship. I don't know how many people you can invite on your ship. I'm assuming that has to do with like the main story or whatnot. But you can expand your ship as well. You can have a much bigger. Like I've been on a ship where this whole area is like 3 times the size, and it looks like you're on the Starship Enterprise. Right? It looks like the Starship Enterprise. No, I don't have another floor. It's just this, and then they're down here. They're probably off, maybe like in the city somewhere or whatever. But to film stuff, I like sit down and, pretend I'm talking to this person. Right? I'm doing a bunch of different things. So for my aspect, or from my point of view, I'm loving the whole thing. Yeah, I like the gunplay. Are you playing in third person or first person? And again, I say this loosely, Dabstick. This is the best gun mechanics they have in any Bethesda game.
Can I help?
What options do you look at when at the top of the hatch? So it's cockpit or just board.
I'm listening.
So this part here is where I dock on someone. When I look over here, I go out, and when I look up, it's just cockpit and board. That's it. Oh, we're gonna upgrade. Oh, sure, it does feel janky. I'm just saying that it's the best gunplay that they've created. It's much better than Fallout. Much better than Fallout. The flying mechanics are pretty good. The flying mechanics are pretty good. Like I said, we're not playing right now. I'm just showing you certain things. We'll play tonight. I'm a terrible person to ask. I'm not rushing through to New Game Plus. I think Carnage has a video. I didn't click on it though. I think he has a video talking about New Game Plus. Right? So when you're doing all this stuff, this is just basic move left analog stick, right analog stick. So this is right analog stick, and that's the way you turn. But I have boosters at mid. If I slow down, I turn sharper, right? And if I speed up, it turns wider, obviously. Okay? I can also boost my shields and stuff. So if I want to do maneuverability and whatnot, I can change the engine. So if I slow down and I'm full speed, I can turn sharper as well, instead of having full blast engines and whatnot. I can also move my shields. I can also move my gravitational, so I can travel farther. And like, see, people are like freaking out because like the planet stays here, and like you can't go anywhere you want, right? You can go pretty far out. Okay, you can intergage with all these people if you want to. I'm not going to because I'm in the thing. Right? You could do boosters, right? Hold RB for thrusters when stopped. I didn't even try that. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, can you scan planets too? I've never even scanned a planet. How do you scan? Hold on, I don't want to shoot anybody. Yeah, I don't want to shoot anybody. Photo mode. Oh, I see. That's a lot of ships there. Now, see, if I wanted to interact with these ships, I could. I could start opening fire on them, landing on them. I could be a space pirate, and this is the wrong quadrant to do it in. See, this person's calling me.
Our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the
I don't think I have iron.
Should be able to jury rig some repairs. Any chance you have some? We'll pay loads more than the iron's actually worth.
I don't think I have any iron. Yep, can't help you.
I knew it was a long shot. Listen, we'll still be here if you can find some. But
Like little engagements like this.
with us at least.
No Man's Sky does the exact same thing type of stuff. Some kind of Land Rover would be nice. The problem with that, Chapter 8, and I hear Dupless was talking about it the other day in Discord. You can fast travel once you've been to the places, right? So once you explore, like, the Rover would be nice to go from point A to point B. But once you're at point B, if you look back at point A, you can just fast travel.
Suits on. Ready to jump into an extremely dangerous environment that is generally...
Look, there's no trees. 0 out of 10. There's no air here. Oh wait, I'm on a moon. But you can. So a lot of people don't know you can fast travel, right? A lot of people don't know you can fast travel. Yeah, but fast traveling sucks if you want to explore and take it all in. I think a vehicle is definitely needed. I'm not going to disagree that they could use a vehicle, but if you want to explore, you're so for instance, if I go from like that's 580 meters away, right? So now I'm here. I'm 189 from here. So if I don't want to walk my ass because I'm too lazy to go this direction 580, I could travel 185 back to my ship and then run from there. You know what I mean? Type of stuff. There is a workaround as far as what I'm saying. Like, I don't really think you need... Because I think people's complaint is that you travel too fast. If you watch a lot of the people, they say, oh, well, I could just fast travel. I don't get to explore because you choose to fast travel. All right, so now that I've found that, right, I can just fast travel. Right, and I'm back. So it completely takes out once you discover something, just like in any other game. Once I'm there, I can just fast travel back there, right? So now I exit the ship, and now that I've discovered it,
Captain Jack, it is pleasant to see.
and now I can go right back to the location. So if you wanted to drop some stuff off at your ship, put it in your storage, go back, pick up the rest of the stuff. I mean, for purpose of getting to point B and C and D, the first place, I spent an hour walking to 3 caves and a structure the other day. But that's the choice that you made, right? That's what it is. If vehicles like that didn't happen in No Man's Sky right off the bat. It took a ton of resources to get. I think they had the mobile, the car, but so much you didn't get it for like hours and hours, maybe tens of hours. And I'm trying to think if they had it at all in the beginning. I think they did, but it took so long to get it. Now there's a bunch of vehicles. You know what I mean? Now, I'm glad you brought that up, Dolphin. Playing this, I think this is exactly how Star Wars Outlaws is going to be. Same thing. 5 planets, bigger maps. You're going to be able to explore and walk around. You're going to have your vehicles and whatnot. I already said I'm looking more forward to that game than this game, but I'm loving this game. Fallout never got vehicles, but at the same time, there wasn't spaceships in Fallout. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they can't do it, but to say that they're not going to put vehicles in here, they have spaceships. I know it's different. I don't think they're going to put vehicles either, but I can see them if they did, they would put them in down the road. or a modder would do it. It wasn't a choice. There's 3 points where you closed to each other, then to the ship, and then fast travel. So was no help. All right. I just don't understand all the hate towards the game. You don't even have. They have to buy. Right. Is there binoculars in this game? I think Reese, you told me there was, right? Like I can zoom in more. Oh, that's where I found another piece. So I found another piece. Look at my inventory real fast. I found another piece. I forget if it was a that. I forget if I gave it to somebody. Oh, I did. Yeah, I found it. It's on him. It's his shotgun that he has.
What's new?
His shotgun that he has on him.
Let's rearrange some things here.
I literally found it on a planet. Hold on. Where's its weapon? This gun right here. Right? It's not an exotic or anything, but I found this blue shotgun, and I shit you not, I found it in a place like this. Right? I found it in a place like this up on the tower, and the tower was completely blown up. You could not go up there because there was no stairs. It was just completely, it was much taller. It was the same size. It felt taller. But there was no staircases or anything. So you had to like leap up and like grab on, then leap up and grab up, and then up on top of there was a chest that I broke into, and then boom, I got the shotgun. Right? So there's stuff like that that's in the game, which is cool. Sometimes you show up and you get absolutely nothing. You might find tape, batteries, ammo, whatever. Zoom in is a perk. Science skill tree. Science skill tree. Search methods. Surveying. Scanner. Distance increase. That's the hand scan. Project. Scanning. Botany. 8 suit design. Mods. Research craft. Vacuum in space takes special designs with stand rigorous worlds. I probably have to level that up. Ology. Outpost engine industry. Gun. Am I missing something? We sure it's in science? Anyway, promoting a 5M server today on Kick. I got Jet. See you later. Is it surveying? Untold alien world's ability to spend all data while the ground has become essential. Okay, that's the zoom in. You can scan. So does it zoom in more, like farther or closer? Still trying to figure out how to upgrade lock picking and use the jetpack. Well, jetpack you level up by using the jetpack, right? So boost, right, 25 times. So for instance, if I sit here and go, I don't know if that counts as 3. Is that 4? Let's see. I had 17. Still have 17. Oh, while in combat. While in combat. So you have to boost while you're in combat. Got it. How do you even boost? Why? You just jump. Oh, so scanning does the additional zoom levels. All right. So, you have to unlock the boost pack skill in the skill tree first before you can boost. Right. Maybe you don't have the booster yet. Yeah, me and Sarge will probably do a whole Starfield show on Thursday. Because by that time, I'll have double the hours I have in now. I'll be at like 60 hours by that time. Booster pack, and then you can press the jump button again in the air. Let's go on to Twisted Logic. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in this game. Like, okay, so I went into last night. I found a space station that had 0 gravity, and it was a casino. That was fun. Okay, there's like little random things that you come across. Started with the soldier background. I started with the hauler, and I... if you do the main mission... Have you done the main mission, Reese? Too busy looking at lockpick upgrade missed the booster perk? If you do the main campaign... I think the very first mission... I think Sarah gives you... the booster. Gives you a booster perk. So if you haven't done the main campaign yet... Sarah will give you a booster. At least she gave me one. I don't know if it's always like that. Yeah, there you go. Chapter 8 saying you unlock it with Sarah. So, yeah, Eddie, what I'm doing, I'm constantly just recording. I need as much footage as possible because then I'm piecing... So I'm going to take episodes of missions. So, like, an episode of me, you know, storming a space base will be one episode, right? And then I'm doing the dialogue for Jack, and I'm trying to piece together a story. So there's going to be dialogue for me in the game, and there's going to be dialogue as he's talking to himself, like inner monologue type of stuff. It's going to be a while, but we are doing it. I've got the boost pack, just don't have the perk. Oh, we'll just take one point and put it in there. There's something up there real quick.
Not many miners make such a dramatic career change. You ever miss it?
Right, and then if you go inside here... I did. I started, I'll show you how much I've done. I won't spoil anything for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you go to something and you have a whole bunch of stuff. And other times you got absolutely nothing.
Fair game.
So, let me look at the missions. So, this is all the missions I've completed. This is it. In the 34 hours that I've played, I have the factions that I've done completed are 4 of these so far, and each one has a branch off of something, right? See, quite a bit of stuff. But I've actually completed, right? And then main story, I've completed quite a bit. I mean, look, that's the chain for one small step. That's one chain of stuff to do. Right? Then there's miscellaneous stuff. These are much smaller. But some of them, look. Right? Some of the chains are pretty long. I have to get this I have to establish a cargo link with somebody. I haven't done any of my activities yet. Plenty of stuff to do in this game. Plenty of stuff to do. I just started a faction yet. I started the one with Neon. I've never been to Neon. Sarge was talking about Neon the other day. Chapter 8. I've never been there. I don't even know where it is. 34 hours, never been to Neon. Let's see. Interesting. Have my guy be like, nope, no questions. I get done. People are like, uh-oh. All right, Dolphin. Have a good one. Played 42 hours from last Friday. From last Friday? Oh, you got it. Wait. From this Friday. Like, the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Barrier? Yeah, I have 34 hours from Thursday night at 10:15 at night to this morning. Come on, Robert Jones. Oh, yeah, the NPCs always keep hoarding. They're like, are you sure you want to carry all that stuff? Are you sure you want to carry all that stuff? There's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't seen yet. And on top of this, if you look at the map, look at this, right? I have only been to the areas that are white. Okay. There's all of these red planets that I haven't been to yet, and they're all just different levels. Like, this is level 55, this is level 45, this is level 35, that's level 30, right? Level 35, level 40, level 75. Like, there's places out there that at least there's something, which is cool, because just like, you know, any other thing, the more you go, the more there should be able to do. 28 hours. Nice. It says 1 day, 15 hours. Yeah, I'm about the same. I'm 1 hour. Yeah, so you're 5 hours, 4 hours ahead of me. I'm at 34 hours and 35 hours. Here, let's go out here real fast. Let's see if I can show you. You got to be within 250 meters. I think that's what Silent Warrior said, right? I can't do it here. But if I exit the ship and I talk to Barrett, so let's say I'm with my companion. Let's say I'm over here. I'm about 100 meters away, right? So if you land in like a close proximity of something, there happens to be something there. If I talk to Barrett
I'm all ears.
and say let's trade,
See if I have space for that.
you see the Pork Chop Express, I can pull stuff from that, or I can go to Barrett, or I can go to my inventory. So I'm not sure what the radius is. I think Silent Warrior said it's like 200 225, 250. We're at 126 right now. And look, what everyone was complaining about, there's a mountain in the distance. How can I get to it? You walk. Walk. Awesome. I just upgraded my... Let me upgrade that. Here we go. Hold more stuff now. 235. All right, so what are we at? We're at 242. Where's Barrett? Where's his at? I don't know if we're 326 away. I mean, that's the edge right there. See it? Over there? That's the edge of the map. All right, let's see if we can hit Barrett up here.
Oh, pardon me.
See if we can hit the.
Let's see.
Nope, we're out of range. So it's just Barrett and me. So it's probably 250 or whatever.
Right. Later.
But I want to get to that mountain. How do I get over to that mountain? Or that mountain? Walk. Walk there. Ooh, there's another ship over there. There's a ship right there. So, stuff like that. There's lots of little things in this game that people don't know yet. What it is. All right, so we'll stop that. 110. Oh, yeah, it's way past. So we'll be back tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, for more Starfield. Starfield. If you guys want to talk about Starfield, if you want to, we're doing all our recordings of the stuff. We're just getting all the gameplay as possible, and then I'm gonna take all the footage and kind of make something of it afterwards. So you're gonna see like the raw gameplay, raw footage, and then you'll see it in edit form down the road for Captain's Log, Jack Burton. We'll be back 8 p.m. tonight. I appreciate it very much. Make sure you hit that like button. Today we talked about Nintendo Switch leak. We talked about the Red Dead Redemption 3 confirmed, and then we also talked about the SAG-AFTRA with the video games and whatnot. We also talked about Taylor Swift and Metallica about concert numbers and whatnot. And then we talked about some Starfield. So I do appreciate everyone coming out and hanging out with us. We have, I think, good conversation. You know, it's not about, it's just banter back and forth. We do appreciate you very much. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, you can become a member as little as $5. Helps us out here. Appreciate it very much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.